Prayer is pretty amazing when it's simple. Recently, I've been trying to start my day with a question, and I've been trying to allow this question to center me as I proceed throughout the day and as I maybe experience challenging moments or if I just need some guidance. So, that question is, what is God revealing to me in this moment? And I tend to ask it in a more personal way. So, I say, God, what are you trying to reveal to me in this moment? A lot of my prayer life has involved talking and, kind of just sharing with words or even just non-verbally, just trying to express or direct my attention and my energy towards God. And it hasn't been enough listening and just creating space to wait on God. And I think that question is an important way to just sit and wait on God and also be aware of what God may be trying to reveal in a particular moment and situation and circumstance. My prayer life is negatively affected by how much I'm overthinking about prayer. As I've been making prayer more and more simple, it's becoming more and more amazing in my life. So, as you think about the question, what is prayer? What comes to mind? And as I posed that question to myself, thinking about this video, another question came to mind. What is not prayer? I think prayer is opening yourself to God and becoming aware of God's presence. So, yeah, there could be times in my life where I'm in my mind or I'm just so caught up in my life that I don't recognize the Spirit's involvement in the moment that I'm in. So, prayer is a way of drawing me back to that awareness. So, there is a way of praying without ceasing, there's a way of constantly being aware of God's presence. And of course, life gets in the way. So, I guess I would say prayer is just redirecting ourselves and reopening ourselves to awareness of God and God's presence. Because you can bring that awareness and that presence everywhere. And sometimes I'm using words, to dialogue and communicate with God, but sometimes I'm not because I'm just sitting in that presence and that awareness. Sometimes as I'm looking at the lilies of the field or the birds of the air, I'm reminded of God's presence. And it's a lot harder to be distracted. What is God revealing to me in this moment? I'm in this season of my life where I want to learn how to become a better listener. That's been my prayer. I want to listen better to the people that I love, to the people that I don't love for whatever reason. I want to be a better listener to the Spirit and God. And a lot of times, I want to talk more than I listen. So that question puts me in a posture of listening and paying attention. So that might be something that your prayer life is missing. Maybe you're missing the listening component. Maybe you're good at using words. Maybe you're good at journaling your thoughts and expressing what you want or what you desire or what you hope for in the presence of God, but you struggle with listening. And I think you need both. You need listening and also you need talking sometimes. So maybe a question like that could alter your posture towards God and help you to become a listener to what God is trying to reveal to you. Sometimes I'm having a very important conversation with someone and they're sharing their story and I just can't stop. I can't stop helping but thinking about God's presence and God's goodness as I'm listening to this person. I'm trying to listen to this person with my attention. But sometimes it's harder. Sometimes I'm tired. I'm frustrated. And it's hard for me to recognize that God is with me in the moment. So prayer is just redirecting, repenting, returning. Prayer is just returning back to awareness and presence. awareness of God's presence. So I'm hoping that this is helping you because it's helping me as I broaden my understanding of prayer. A lot of times I like to put it in a box and say that this is what prayer is. And I think a definition like what I'm trying to give opens it up. It really opens up what prayer is and what prayer could be. Because, I mean, there's so many ways. As I'm making videos, that's prayer for me. Because as I'm making videos and I talk about God, the Spirit is here. And I feel the Spirit as I talk. Also, as I burn incense, I'm an incense guy. I also love essential oils. I got some essential oils running right now. So these things are great reminders for me that God is here and that this is a sacred space. So I mean, there's all types of things that we can do. And no, I'm not sure about you, but growing up, I heard about the traditional way of prayer, and I think that kept me limited. I think that kept my prayer life limited because when those traditional ways didn't work, I didn't pray. So I think maybe understanding this bigger definition of prayer and maybe embracing this bigger definition opens us up to a variety of means of praying. So I'm hoping that some of these ideas are freeing to you and that as you approach prayer, that you are not burdened and you're not taxed with what you think prayer should be or what you've been told that prayer is or should be. I hope that prayer is something that frees you. I hope that prayer is something that helps you to breathe and relax and come to peace, come to joy, come to love. I hope that prayer brings you to those places. Sometimes prayer doesn't do that. So this is not a simple thing, but there are simple ways of approaching it. And prayer is pretty amazing when it's simple.